Good morning, YouTube land. I have to park across the street for this job. It's a little unique situation here. This is a debris. It's not a removal, but we're relocating this debris to the back. It's not only that, we're going to do a little bit of leveling and a little bit of root raking. So I'll show you what we got. This is the pile. That's going to come all the way back there. And then after we get all this tightened up, squared up, flattened out as much as possible, we'll be filling in this hole here. It was supposed to be a runoff for the water on the land, but they said it really just holds water. So we'll be taking dirt from the back of the property and bring it to the front of the property, just filling it in as much as possible. This is a 2-day job, and the homeowner is gonna mark a spot way back here in the back so I can put that pile, but I'm not gonna walk back there right now. How it is, it's gonna be past this little topper that he has for a truck. It's gonna be somewhere back there, but once he marks it, we'll be on our way. We'll be starting work, like I said. So it'll be relocating that pile, filling in this hole, kind of leveling out as much as you can with root raking. I got the bucket. Matter of fact, the bucket I sat right in front of that topper. Sit right there. But multiple jobs today. Like I said, it's gonna be a 2-day job is what I quoted it for. Just call it two 8-hour days with mobility and demobilization and travel. So yeah, we're gonna try to take this, knock this down as much as possible. There's just a lot of junk. We'll root rake it, pull on it, and level it as much as possible. There's like just some dirt, there's a mound right there. He said he wants to be able to mow it, so we'll do the best we can. A little mound there and the junk. All right, hopefully I can get this videoed correctly, because I did leave my tripod, but I'll figure it out. Talk to y'all shortly. Big old rug. Show you where we're putting everything on this guy's property back here. Moving one junk pile, making another junk pile, basically. Yeah, so what this is it was underneath that pile is just a big rug of some sort. There's rocks, tree debris, dirt, a little bit of metal. But he's just trying to level that area out. That's the plan. And here's where we're putting everything. not really a big pile, to be honest with you. Just a little bit of junk is what it boils down to be. You're just trying to move the junk from one area to another. I think I just feel it too far deep, and I don't. It
probably is, and all the lines that are running around that thing.
That's what it is. I was like, normally they got a root ball that you can knock them, and it's just a big palm. But I don't think I was like, let me give it hell real quick.
You did great. You're having fun.
Well, at least it'll be looser whenever he cuts it lower. All right, I got that palm out for them. So this is what we're working with. We're 50% done with this part. Got some trash here. Just pull it to the side. But this is what you're looking at. All right, I'm gonna take me a break, give me a drink real quick, and I'll be back at it. All right, little update. I got this all knocked down. Got a little bit more to do. It's about 2 p.m. We started at 10 this morning. Knocked a big tree down. Got all this cleared up. Took the big palm from there. We're working on here right now. Got a little bit of stuff here. Big old cast iron. Pipe piece fitting. And that's what we got. We're just rough grading it, root raking it right now. This is all usable property now. All right, I will give you an update here shortly. Got about 2 hours left, and we'll be done with this portion of the project. Talk to y'all shortly. All right, this is, I'm gonna call it the finished product, but I'm just gonna do some leveling, but I'm gonna jump on the other piece of this job first. That was a big old mound of junk. Just cleared it out, got all the debris out, and brought it all the way to the back. He just cut that off for me there. I'm gonna take that back to where everything else was. All the pile, stack pile. But it's just a rough root rake is what it is. I got a bunch of debris, tree debris, thatch, logs, vines, just a bunch, and literally just a bunch of like junk that had been here for years and years. But it's kind of what it is. Alright, I'm gonna take y'all back here and show what it looks like, the pile now. It's wrapped up. Actually, yesterday touched a little bit of this. This is the next piece of the project. I'll show you here in a minute after we get this one done. So you can see my little trail. I brought everything back here. Matter of fact, I'll pick up this junk because I dropped it. That's all this property back here. I may just tuck it away, but here's the piles of junk. So, some over there, some here, some there. Hope that wraps it up for that job. we're gonna jump right into the next job. Well, good morning. We're back on site. We are filling in that ditch. I'll be coming back here to use this dirt to fill in a hole up there. He said I can just dig. He made marks on the tree for this general area. We'll be using here. Hopefully it's soft. Hopefully it ain't a pain. But we will find out. We're gonna go up here and I'll show you what we gotta fill in. They used it as a drainage, but he said it didn't drain. It actually held water. So we gotta fill it back in now, which this was years ago, I guess. I don't know how long he's had it here, but he hired me to fill it in. So yesterday I was using the rake, the root rake, grapple, and was doing some little testing over here. Here's my bucket. I'll be coming to get it in a minute. But here's what we gotta do. I was pushing some of the top pieces in, but this is what we gotta fill up. There's a whole line all over to the house. But I was just testing it yesterday. This soil's fine, but you can't take from it when you don't have a pile. So, as you can see, it's about 2.5 foot deep. But we will be filling it in. It goes all the way up to the house. All right, y'all. Get y'all set up and watch me work today. Hopefully you enjoy. I will talk to y'all shortly. Well, we moving right along here, as you see. But as I was digging in the back, I kept smelling something when I was going in reverse, like burning. And what it is that a palm root is wedged. I knew I was smelling rubber, but I had to figure it out. As you can see, it is wedged up in there. So I have to figure out how to get this out. It's a little bit loose, but a little bit tight. So let me see if I can work on this thing. Get this thing out of here so it don't throw a track. I actually cut one piece off the bottom. How big it is. But trying to not cut something I'm not supposed to. Pushing right against my hydraulic lines too. Literally right up against it. Got the second piece off. Well, it's 1, 2. Man, it was jammed. See if I can go in reverse to make it come out. There we go. I did push it backwards. Not necessarily a good thing, because it is against the rock. But it's out of place, I can cut it again. Piece number 3. Got it. Alright, it fell to the other side, it was kind of big. I'll move forward and show you. pieces right there. Yep, that root. I knew I smelled something burning. It was rubbing against it. Almost caused me a fire. But, all right, y'all. Let's continue on. Past midway, but just kind of show you what we got before I start leveling it out or doing anything in particular to it. Like I said, we're just filling in a little ditch, but I'm gonna bring y'all to the back here, show you a little hole that we're pulling it from, so you get an idea of where it's coming from. And I gotta drive all the way back up here. So hang on 1 second, let me get in. And show you where I'm getting it from. Just pulling it from here, bringing it up there. Alrighty, y'all seen where it's coming from. I'll bring y'all back to the front. This load I got right here. We're almost, I guess we're about 3/4 finished with filling in this drainage. All done, all along the side right here. I gotta get y'all set up over here. Can't need my other hand. But as y'all can see, it's moving right along. That, as you can see, all the way almost to my gravel. Just got from there to that fence to do. that's a wrap for today. Got to right here. We'll be finishing this off tomorrow. Just a little bit there. But as you can see, it's coming right along. The hole is filled and his land is even more useful now. This was a long ditch right here. Nasty old ditch. Now it's back to par. All right. We will talk to you on the next go round. All right. Day 3. They had us back and wanted us to do some more stuff here. And it's 8 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna go ahead and knock this out. We're letting the skid steer warm up. And y'all seen what we had here. Day 1 and 2. And that's what we got to fill up. Right there. All right. Thank you for hanging out, watching as we do this little piece of land clearing slash, well, land cleaning and ditch backfill. All right. Y'all, this portion is complete. What we did is got right to the fence and filled this entire hole in, as you can see, all the way back, all the way back to the pit. Show y'all what the pit looks like now. It's all packed down really good. Remember, this was a big old hole here. Looks really good. Customers are really happy. He gets to utilize like the 10 foot on this side and a 10 foot on this side that he didn't even have, because this hole divided his property a little bit. Not divided it from his neighbor, but if you got 5 foot on each side or 10 foot on each side, you don't really get to use it. So he's really happy. I'll show you what we're gonna end up doing here in a minute. He wanted me to do some more stuff. He had me come back today, which was the 3rd day. He wanted to complete some stuff and do some more leveling and grading, more type stuff like that in the neighbor's yard. I'm gonna show you, like, that's why I'm stopping now. For this portion of the video, it's done. As far as filling in the hole, the trench back there. But I showed you all a little while ago what the hole looks like where we started and where he wanted me to dig from. But here's what we got now. I was coming in here, knocking off the thatch on the top, the roots, and then I was coming in and making nice clean pools. It's kind of a cool little scenario to have your own little land. Do what you can back here. He's got a couple acres. So, but as you can see, I was pulling out, going way up there. All right. I'll show you the next portion of the job when I get back up front. All right, next portion of this job. We're gonna be using clean fill dirt and filling in this little general area right here. See how there's another trench. We're gonna be filling this in the dirt from the back. So we're going from, see how he mowed the grass there, and we're gonna fill this back up to the sump pump right there, right to that dirt right there. That's where we're gonna be filling in. All right, hang out, watch us do the next portion of this project. We've made it around the corner and we're filling it in right now. We're gonna see how much more material we need. It's looking good, looking good. Looks like we could use a little more here, and then, like I said, we're coming right back here from that dirt to that dirt. All right, that's the upbeat. Finish this up. Got all this filled in nice and neat. Makes it look good on his accents. A nice new fence. We didn't cover up the sump pump there, so if anything has to drain, it'll drain out there and on down. Got it right to where he can now mow, because he's already mowed this, so once it just knocks us down, they'll grow some grass and they'll be able to mow. All right, let's go on to the back. We're gonna tighten up the hole where we got some dirt from, and we'll go from there, and then we're gonna do a little bit of tightening up in the front here. All right, talk to y'all shortly. Alrighty, we drove back here to the back to the dirt pit, and we're gonna go ahead and tighten it up. It's only about 2.5, maybe 3 foot down, and we're just gonna push everything back in, so it ain't just like a fall. Just have an angle on everything. Yep, he utilized his dirt from his land to fill in other stuff. Worked out pretty well. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and fill it in. Just like that, it's a wrap. Basically just tightening up now. The front, I'll show you when I get up there. We just had to knock this back in so nobody fell, or just cleaning it up. He didn't even want me to really, he didn't care. He's like, he wanted me to work up front. I said, just give me 20 minutes. I'll pull it all in so it doesn't look like crap. But that's a wrap, we're done in here. We're gonna head back up to the front, just clean up some stuff, flatten some stuff out, grade it out, and we'll be done with this project. Alrighty, just got it all leveled back out. Still a lot of debris that they have to pick up, but this was that big old mound of junk that we had to put way to the back. There was a big old tree that was right there too. I pushed it over, took it to the back. But they just got general cleanup now. At least they can utilize that side, utilize this side. Yep. A lot of vines, a lot of trash. Just got to be cleaned up a little bit, beautified, smoothed out anything basically that I made a mess doing, but really cleaned up the mess. So, alrighty, y'all. Here's the other side where that big old trench was, and then down to the front was copacetic, hunky dory. He was happy. So, all right. That is a wrap for this 3-day job. I appreciate y'all watching. Please give a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. I see that it's helping here recently. So please, it's simple and easy. Just hit the little thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great one.